Welcome to the Jamaica Beacon's News in 5 stories that you should know. The Beacon has ascertained the identities of the two women killed in a three-vehicle crash on Saturday on the Bracco Main Road in Trelawney. They are both residents of Discovery Bay in St. Anne. The two were traveling together to a funeral at Jacksontown in Trelawney when tragedy struck. One of the deceased is Heather Stennett, better known as Nisha, who is a native of Montego Bay in St. James, but she had been living at Discovery Bay for many years. The other victim is Andreen Gordon, a bartender of Discovery Bay. Up to news time, the Jamaica Constabulary Force was yet to release a report regarding the three-vehicle crash, but the Beacon understands that overtaking was a factor. The Jamaica Constabulary Force has charged a man arrested while allegedly carrying an illegal gun through the town of Kellits in Clarendon on Tuesday afternoon, November 7. He is 26-year-old farmer Kevin Melvin from Cowley District in St. Anne, not far away from the town of Kellits in Clarendon. He has been charged with possession of a prohibited weapon and unauthorized possession of ammunition. The police said they were conducting a snap raid in Kellits when they stopped and searched Melvin, who was driving a motorcycle. They further stated that they found a .38 revolver along with 6.38 rounds of ammunition in a bag that Melvin was carrying. He was taken into custody. A number of people watched as the arrest was being carried out at a time when gun crimes have been on the rise in and around the developing town of Kellits, which is surrounded by several farming communities. 2 days after they found the gun, the police were again busy, this time at a murder scene on the outskirts of Kellits in a community called Reckford. Residents found the decomposing body of 60-year-old farmer Joseph Bell, better known as Joe Bell. It had what appeared to be gunshot wounds. Police theorized that Bell was killed 4 days earlier when residents heard gunshots in the area. Vice Principal of St. Anne's Bay Primary School in St. Anne, Chelsea Simpson, was laid to rest on Saturday, November 11, at Wood Park United Church Cemetery in her native St. Mary. Her interment followed a service of thanksgiving which was held at St. Anne's Bay New Testament Church of God. The service was attended by more than 1,000 people, including students and the late teacher's relatives, colleagues, and friends. Simpson, who was ill for a short period of time, died on September 26, a year after she buried her husband, Sylvan Simpson, better known as Gary. Simpson's sister, Dolores Thompson Green, who is a teacher at Guys Hill Primary School, said the death was traumatic and unexpected.
My sister's death was traumatic, unexpected, and we are heartbroken. Yes. It was so sudden, such a short illness. It's hard to imagine that she was still going to work up until the last summer holiday that just passed. Yes.
The late Simpson, a graduate of Sam Sharp Teachers College in St. James, started her teaching career in 1986 at Dunnington Primary School in St. Mary. After migrating to St. Anne, she, 33 years ago, commenced her stint as a teacher at St. Anne's Bay Primary School. She went on to become vice principal, a post she held up to the time of her death.
I think it was a very strategic move for my sister being placed at grade 4 for so many years. She was an excellent teacher. Amen? When I say amen, man. Amen. When I say a true mentor. Yes, she was good. I would define her by her tremendous homemaking and parenting skills. She took pride in caring for her family. Truly, she was a Proverbs 31 virtuous woman. Her amazing personality lit up a room. She was warm. She was sociable. She was an encouraging motivator. She always had a nice perspective on issues, and she knew all the right words to say to encourage someone.
She is survived by her mother as well as 3 children, Najwa, Sharifa, and Sylvan Simpson, other relatives and friends. Member of Parliament for St. Catherine Northwest Hugh Graham said he is not ruling out switching to the governing Jamaica Labour Party JLP.
There was a bit of rumor at one point that you may switch to the JLP. Do you have that in mind?
Everything is possible under the sun. That's biblical too.
Has it crossed your mind?
Everything is possible. When I'm making a decision, I don't leave anything out of the decision. Because then what will be the point of the decision?
The businessman and first-term parliamentarian is a member of the opposition People's National Party, which he represented in the 2020 election. But his party recently replaced him with Damian Crawford as its new general election candidate in the constituency. Graham was also asked if he will support his replacement, Crawford.
PNP clearly has given Damian Crawford the go-ahead to represent the party in the constituency in the next election. Is that something that you support?
I can't speak to the PNP and I don't know what is the PNP and who is the PNP. What I can do is speak to me and what I do and what my intentions are, and which is what I'm speaking to. So I'm confining my conversation to me.
Crawford said he'll be willing to work with you, as he tries to win the seat in the next election. Would you be willing to work with him?
How do I say that? Because now you're asking me to project. And I'm saying to you, I am where I am, and this is where I am. And that is what I'm willing to say at this point.
So did you resign gracefully, or you were pushed, or are being pushed out as a PNP candidate in the seat?
My response to that is, at this point, I'm still MP, and I have not decided what my next move is going to be. So I don't know how else to answer that question. I resigned as the councillor for Lloydesville officially, and I resigned as a spokesperson for commerce, science and technology. And I think that's public knowledge.
And in terms of chairmanship of the constituency?
I haven't resigned as chairman of the constituency, nor as MP. I think that's also public knowledge.
And do you intend to remain, or you intend to resign?
As I said before, right now, there's a biblically, some of us don't know the Bible very well, but there's a part in the Bible that say, you must be still and hold your peace. If it's a soca song, it will say, drink your water and mind your own business. That's where I'm at this point.
Graham had fallen out of favor with some of his party supporters, including some councillors who accused him of being delinquent. Refuting that accusation, he is now claiming that he is among the best performing members of Parliament.
How would you describe your performance?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't know if there's another MP that could perform comparable with me.
Graham said his work in the constituency has been mainly in the areas of education, road rehabilitation, and improvement of water distribution infrastructure. Classes are expected to resume on Monday, November 13 at Enid Bennett High School in Bogwalk, St. Catherine. They were disrupted last week due to a stench emanating from a decomposing cow in a river near the educational institution. Principal Patrick Phillips told the Beacon that people started smelling the stench when they showed up at the school on Monday, November 6 after the weekend break. The source of the smell was not discovered until the following day. Phillips said he consulted with the different state-owned entities, including the National Water Commission and the Jamaica Fire Brigade. Those entities, the principal said, told him that it would have been difficult to remove the carcass from the river as it already had been badly decomposed and would have disintegrated. As a result of that, teachers and students have been waiting for the scent to disappear in order to return to school.
One of our priorities as an institution is to safeguard the health of our children and the health of our staff members. So in seeing what is happening and the unbearable stench, I said it's best if the children stay home.
In the interim, students have been accessing online lessons. Face-to-face classes were scheduled to resume last week Friday, but that did not happen. At that time, Phillips told the Beacon that the preparations were in full swing for the resumption on Monday, November 13. Thank you for watching the Jamaica Beacon's News in 5 stories that others might not have. We encourage you to subscribe to our channel right now for updates on these and other stories.